Hello everybody and welcome back once again to the Oxford United Road to Glory career mode, where we will be playing the semi-finals of the Europa Conference League. And to be honest lads, we might end up just finishing the Premier League season here as well. I'll probably show a shit ton of highlights of the games just so we can speed up to that Conference League final if we get there. Let's hope that we do. We obviously have Nice in the semi-final. It's Mönchengladbach and Atalanta in the other one. But the first thing I will show you today is the highlights of this away game against Leeds. Will Holmes here, very, very nearly scoring an absolutely fantastic goal. Great ball by Goodrum, but he just put it past the post. But Nico Bush has scored his 5th league goal of the season, a bullet header yet again. He has been absolutely clinical from these corners in recent times, and that was the only goal of the game. Not too many other highlights. Leeds did have this chance here. Bush did well to kind of close the angle, and Bazunu made the save. And up next we have a familiar foe in this career mode, Chelsea, who have been just an absolute joy to play against at the best of times. Fortunately this time round they weren't such a joy to play against. Only one goal in the game. Enzo Fernandez with a decent enough finish here. Defensively we could have done a hell of a lot better, but that was 1-0. I think I just called him Endo, didn't I? Enzo Fernandez obviously is what I meant. Yeah, 1-0 loss to Chelsea. They are top of the league. We had an outside chance of winning this league title, but I think after losing this game that has probably been extinguished. And the games don't get any easier. Manchester City up next, right before the Conference League semi-final. So you want to know how boring that game was? They're not even giving me a chance to show you any of the highlights here, which again, just like the last episode, is really frustrating because Gavin Bazunu saved a penalty, this time from Erling Haaland, who I was convinced could not miss penalties in this game. But yeah, 0-0 draw against Man City, although I do think that does mean we're basically qualified for the Champions League. So as you can see here by the Premier League table, we are one win away from qualifying for the Champions League. Tottenham can only get a maximum of 71 points. Actually, I just realised as I said that Newcastle are on 58 points, but they do have a game in hand. So how many points can they get? 61, 64, 67, 70. Oh yeah, they can only get a maximum of 70 points. So if we beat Bournemouth in between the Conference League semi-finals, then that does mean that we have qualified for the Champions League, so we are nearly there. But it's time for one of the biggest games we will ever play in this career mode, a European semi-final in France against Nice, fellow Ineos team just like Manchester United. We are going to go with the full strength team. Oh, let's be having you. Let's be having you. You know what? The League Cup was a special moment. It really, really was. And that's obviously how we qualified for the Europa Conference League. But for Oxford United to be in a European semi-final with the hope of getting to the final, that's pretty special too. And some tough teams left in this competition, as I said. Nice are currently 3rd in the French league. Mönchengladbach, despite the fact they're not having a great year in the Bundesliga, you don't get to a European semi-final for no reason. And Atalanta obviously in the European spots as well in Italy. So no matter who we got, it was going to be tough. But we're here in France. Let's hope that we leave France with a healthy lead that we can bring back to the Kassam and then go to the Conference League final. Oh lads, the pressure's on. The pressure's on. And at least we know that no matter what, we are almost assured of Champions League football next season. Obviously winning the Conference League wouldn't get us there. That would only get us into the Europa League, which we're basically guaranteed now from our league position. But as I say, we're one win away from sealing Champions League football. And to be honest with you, a draw would probably do it against Bournemouth with our goal difference. But still, I want to win. I always want to win. We did have a bit of an outside chance of winning the league title, as I say. I didn't really mention it too much before those Chelsea and City games. I didn't want to get too ahead of myself. I knew those games were probably going to be tough. We did play the highlights of the Chelsea game, and then I said we'd do the same with the Man City one. I would have played it if we'd beaten Chelsea, but after losing to them, I just wanted to get into this game. As Rhino is on the ball here, that's a good save by Chevalier. Really, really good save. Corner kick though, which Jarrett will take. Bush. Oh, nearly scoring again. He's been one of the most prolific defenders we've ever had in this on this channel in career mode. But I don't think he scored a European goal yet. But you can tell he's hungry for one. Here's Diao, who scored a beauty in the first leg against Salzburg in the last episode. What a goal that was as well, by the way. At the time of recording, I still haven't actually uploaded the last episode. It's in the process of being uploaded. But yeah, it was a hell of a strike, and looking forward to you seeing it. But by the time you hear this, you'll have already seen it. And if you haven't, go back and check it out, because it was sensational. Oh, but here's Schick. Oh, I tell you what, that's a good tackle by Bush. Because I was just about to say as well, I think if we don't get to the Conference League final, this might be the last episode of the season. If we do get to the Conference League final, that'll obviously be a standalone episode, which we will upload as well. But here's Will Holmes. We do want to get to that final. We're desperate for it. Here's Will Holmes. Is that going to be 1-0? No, it's not. Chevalier with a fantastic save. Oh, I don't believe it. Here's Goodrum. Over to Jarrett. Into Will Holmes. Go on, Will. Have a go. Oh, fantastic goal by Will Holmes. Oh, he is just absolutely magnificent. He has the Premier League record in sight as well, which I did double check. It's 36 goals by Erling Haaland, not 35. It was 35 games that he played, scored 36 goals. But Will Holmes is on the verge of breaking that, so let's hope he can do it. I think he's currently on 31 or 32. I think it might be 32. And he's not been too sloppy in Europe either. He's gotten a huge goal here in the semi-final. He's put us 1-0 up. We've definitely been the better team to start this game. And it's Nice 0, Oxford United 1. Will Holmes with his 11th European goal of the season in 9 games. Absolutely fantastic. And it's the perfect start to the semi-final. And let's hope there's more where that came from. I tell you what, if we have a healthy enough lead going into the second leg, I'll probably just play the highlights of that game and we'll play the full game against Bournemouth. And Will Holmes is in again here. Will Holmes. Too easy. It's just too easy. He just cannot be stopped. Will Holmes puts us 2-0 up here just before the half-hour mark. It's too easy. What else do you want me to say? The defence could not get near him. Keeper didn't know whether to commit or not. He decided not to. Will Holmes puts it in with his right foot. Let's try and get him a headed finish for his next one. The perfect hat-trick. Don't score too many of them these days. I remember I used to get a trophy for doing that before. Back in the day. Don't know if you can still do that. But I tell you what, the only trophy we're focused on getting right now is this Conference League, which I think will give us a lot of momentum going into next season. That's going to be a foul. Well, we've ended every season on a high, really, haven't we? We came second in League One, which got us automatic promotion. We won the Championship. We won the League Cup last season. So that's why I'm desperate to win the Conference League this season. As happy as I am with qualifying for the Champions League. Because there was a time there, lads, at the start of the season where I did not think that was going to be possible. And here's Rhino. Can he get a Gore? No, he can't. Well, shit. Goodrum keeps it in, though. Here's Spence. Rhino again. Oh, and it's another good save by the keeper. My throat probably won't allow me to do the full-on gore commentary. I tell you what, the amount of things I've been recording lately where I feel like I'm about to lose my voice, it's quite scary. But 2 minutes before half-time, we're still 2-0 up. Nice haven't created too many chances, but still, they've got some players here that I can see that can do some damage. Only 1 minute of added time, which we're already halfway into. Flynn, thought I was going to intercept that ball, but it's going to be a free kick. They're still so slow at giving the free kicks in this game. I really hope that's sorted by FC25. I have decided as well what the first career mode I'll do on the channel is in FC25. And believe it or not, it's not a United career mode. As we do approach the halftime break here, we go into the halftime break, I should say, 2-0 up, Will Holmes with both of them, and he's given us a 2-goal advantage going into the second half. But I have decided, as I say, the first career mode we'll do in FC25. It's not Manchester United, as I say. I do have an idea of how I want to approach that United career mode. I think what I want to do, to give you a bit of a preview, is to use that new feature in FC25 where you can start at the real life point that you're in that season. So hopefully around January time we can start up the United career mode and have United's real life results, and wherever they are at that stage in the season, that's where we'll pick it up from. But the first career mode is going to be something different in a league we've never done before. Here's Jeff Jarrett. That's 3-0. And lads, we are absolutely cruising to this Europa Conference League final. I'll say it. Nice have been nowhere near as good as Salzburg were. Jeff Jarrett scored a beauty in the quarter-final. He gets a brilliant goal here as well in the semi-final. He wants to lift that trophy. Remember as well, we did have a condition that if we didn't get to the Champions League by our third season in the Premier League, I would sell Jeff Jarrett. But thankfully, that doesn't look like it's going to be a problem. And hopefully we'll be going to the Champions League with a European trophy. We're 3-0 up here, and lads, it's looking like we're going to be in that Conference League final. I've really enjoyed this career mode, I really have. I will say, the one kind of regret I have is how long it took to start it up. Obviously, I put up that pilot episode in January, and then life just kind of got in the way, to be honest with you, and we didn't really fully start this career mode until I think it was April, and it was late April at that, or maybe it was May. I think it actually might have been May. It was April or May, whatever it was. So it's been a good series, but I'll tell you what, it won't be the last time we do Oxford United on this channel. I think in a few years' time we'll definitely have to revisit this so it can get the attention that it and the time that it fully deserves. And hopefully I'll have better internet by then, even though that's wishful thinking at this stage. But I'll tell you what's not wishful thinking right now is Oxford United getting a very good result here in the Conference League semi-final. Although Nice are on the attack here, but it's a poor ball in, but Flynn gives it to Jota, former Celtic player. Here's Rhino into Diao. Go on, lad. Unlucky. Here's Bazunu. Clears it away. Out to Diao, who again is looking a little bit tired, so we may have to take him off in a minute. Oh, but he's in here though. Can he make it 4? Oh, good save. Very good save by the goalkeeper. And they look to go on the attack here now again. Nice. Nice. Yeah. I don't know why I thought it was Marseille for a second. Is Bush. Eric. Kind of want the ball to go out of play so we can make a few changes. But, I would happily have it go to play with the goal. It's Will Holmes for the hat-trick for 4-0. Oh, you beauty. Well, that's it, lads. We're playing the full Bournemouth game. We'll play the highlights of the second leg against Nice because we're 4-0 up. We're absolutely cruising to a Conference League final. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Not even going to watch the replay of that goal because we've got bigger fish to fry coming up. Let's make a few changes. Lucas comes on. Duac comes on. Let's give Holmes a rest and bring on Martin, and I also kind of fancy bringing on Jake O'Brien, because why not? So 4 changes with 14 minutes to go, freshen things up, because at least now in the second leg we can make a couple of changes as well to keep things fresh. And then the final will be in our sight as well. Good tackle by Flynn. Flynn has been... there's nothing more satisfying in career mode than developing your own youth players and having them become such a vital part of your squad. And he's literally been here since season 1. That's when we promoted him, Flynn. And to see him here now, playing as well as he is, it's special. It's special. One thing we will have to revisit in FC 25 as well, lads, is create a club career mode. I have missed it this year. Obviously it's still in the game, but we obviously haven't done a series in Create a Club. So I think the 3 series we'll do will obviously be the first one, which I will reveal soon. Then we'll do the United one, and then I think we'll have to do Create a Club career mode. And we'll do something different from Turl and Cloyne United, because they were obviously very similar to each other. We'll do something different, so please feel free to give suggestions. And leagues as well. I kind of fancy doing it away from the Premier League this time. And away from England. Here's Lucas. This is going to be 5-0. It's Lucas, unselfish. Carlos Martin. He's been brilliant in Conference League games recently. That's 3 ties in a row that he's scored in now. It's 5-0. I don't know if I'm going to keep Carlos Martin next season, to be honest. We've obviously spoke about bringing Aaron Connolly back, but we'll see. At least if he leaves, he's leaving on a high. Henry Lucas was there. He squared it. Over to Martin. 5-0. Let's waste a bit more time with the substitution. I love doing this. Just wasting the time to run down the clock, even though I'd say we're probably at the stage already where the whistle was going to blow. But who cares? We'll give Ball an appearance here in the Conference League semi-final. It's going to kick off, and then it's going to end with the full-time whistle. I keep nearly losing my voice. I do apologise. I'm definitely coming down with something. Excuse me. But that is a 5-0 win here in the first leg. That is us in the Europa Conference League final. No questions asked. I can safely say that this time. Nice did not put up a good fight at all. Goodrum there, consoling the French counterparts. There's Alex Scott. She comes to all our games. She's a huge Oxford United fan, clearly. But you know what? With that said, we're in the final basically now of one European competition. Let's seal our path to the biggest European competition with our next game against Bournemouth. A victory will see us qualify for the UEFA Champions League for the first time in the history of Oxford United Football Club. From playing one team in red and black to another, it's Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium. They are currently in 16th, so not having their best season. Although they did give us a battering here last season, we do have to remember that. We also did beat them en route to winning the League Cup at this stadium as well. And can we beat them now to seal qualification for the Champions League? Oh, let's get into it. Full strength team, may as well. We can rotate against Nice. We're 5-0 up. We may as well go with the full strength team here now and rotate then. And here it is. 90 minutes away from sealing qualification for Europe's elite competition, the Champions League. Oh, I'm buzzing. I am absolutely buzzing. Oh, it's going to be special. It is going to be special. But here's Rhino. Well, what a day this will be to get a gore. Loses the ball there, though. It's Aaron's. But yeah, as I was saying there recently, we do need to have a discussion about Create a Club, because I do think they are the most fun career modes to do. Not to say that Road to Glories aren't. Road to Glories are obviously fantastic, but we will have to change it up a bit. Do it in a different league, because why not? Because that's the goal. Obviously, the first career mode we'll be doing, as I said, I will reveal it soon, as Bazunu has to make a save there. The only hint I'm willing to give is that it won't be in the Premier League. It won't be in England. It will be in a different league. As we go 1-0 down. Well, Bournemouth have spoiled the party here a little bit. We are looking to seal Champions League football. That's cool. You can see the houses behind the goal. That was really cool. But they are also fighting for something as well. They're fighting to stay in the Premier League. And they have taken a 1-0 lead here at the Vitality. Well, that is concerning. That is very concerning. Okay, well look, still a long way to go. Still a long way to go. I got distracted there. I was already thinking about future career modes when I need to focus on this game. Oh god. Oh, don't tell me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was nearly 2-0. That was very nearly 2-0. We need to get our crap together here. What is going on? Here's Spence. Into Will Holmes. Is he onside? Yes, he is. Go on, Will. Okay. Calm. Just pick up the ball. Let's not get too carried away. Let's just pretend it's still 0-0. Actually, no, let's not do that, because Will Holmes scored, and we want him to break the record. I forgot to check how many goals he actually has going into this. We'll check afterwards. But he has equalised here. It's 1-1. Bournemouth gave us a bit of a scare, but we respond the best way we possibly could with a goal. Calm. Let's calm down. But yeah, let's get back on track with what I was saying earlier once we get the ball back here. He's got... okay, he's 2 away from breaking the record. As Bournemouth are playing very tough at the moment. What was I just saying? I'm completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, about the future career modes. So the first one will not be in the Premier League. It will be separate with the team that I have a bit of a connection with, and a lot of people here have a connection with. That might have just given it away, but who cares? We'll be talking about it soon. I'll do a full reveal when the game comes out. Then we'll do United. Then we'll have to do Create a Club. So get your ideas in. Feel free to leave them in the comments. Feel free to reach out to me as well via my socials, which will be in the description of my channel. So you're more than welcome to do that, and I look forward to seeing the suggestions. Here's Diao. Good turn. Oh, it's not a great ball though to Will Holmes. Well, I'll give it to Bournemouth. They've turned up. As I say, they've not always been the easiest team to play. They did beat us, I think it was like 4-1 here last season. And then we beat them in the same fixture in the League Cup, which we of course went on to win. But they're fighting for their Premier League lives at the moment, as we're fighting to qualify for the Champions League. Good tackle by Eric. Oh, that's a good ball. And that could be 2-1. Oh, I tell you what. I saw the net buckle there for a sec. Buckle? Ripple. Whatever the word is. And I thought that we had fallen behind again, but thankfully it did beat the post. Here's Conor Gallagher. Oh, well done, Conor. He's been in good form as of late. Will Holmes didn't get the power behind the shot, and the keeper saves it. I tell you what, there is a part of me that's tempted to go 4-4-2. I'm already at the stage where I'm like, do I just go 4-4-2? But we'll wait a while. But if we get to a stage where I feel like we're desperate for a goal, then I will go to that formation. The cheat code of a formation, a 4-4-2 flat. Back to the old traditional formation. Oh, it's a good ball. That should have been a goal. And it could still be here. Gallagher, good tackle. And then he loses it. And then we go 2-1 down. Are you actually fucking serious right now? What are we doing? Javi Guerra with the goal. That's we're losing it way too easily there. We're 2-1 down in a game that we need to win. I know I said a draw probably qualifies us for the Champions League with our goal difference, but I'd rather have it 100% sealed. Rhino, use that kick-off glitch, lad. Gore. We respond straight away. 2-2. But still, it's quite frustrating. In a game I feel like we should be winning comfortably. I just want to get into the halftime break. We just need a breather. I think we just need a breather. Let's just relax. Ref, blow the fucking whistle. Thank you. Oh, God. I tell you what, lads. Bournemouth. I wouldn't go as far as to say they're a bogey team, but they are definitely an awkward team to play against. Do I go 4-4-2? You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do it. Who cares? So let's put Diao there. No, let's put Diao up front, actually. Make him a left forward. Rhino there. Let's actually swap the sides. Goodrum can go over to the left. Rhino on the right. Keep the midfield the same. So we're not actually making any subs. We're just changing up the system. So it's Holmes and Diao up front. Rhino and Goodrum go out wide. Gallagher and Jarrett in the middle. This has worked for us so many times over the years. We've done it in this career mode. And we're going to do it here now as well. Against Bournemouth. That's a good tackle by Spence. Rhino loses it. It's Traore. Christensen. Traore. Oh, God, they've opened us apart here. Good tackle by Jarrett. Go on, Gavin. Get rid of that lad. Well done. Good run, win the header. He does, but he gives it right back to them. Max Aarons now. Over to Colwill. Go on, Diao. Oh, go on. Asana Diao. Please. He's been relatively quiet since he got that beauty in the Conference League, but he's not quiet here. He's put us 3-2 up. We take the lead for the first time today, and boy did we need that. Oh, I can feel the sweat pouring through me right now. Brilliant finish there by Diao. We switched to a 4-4-2. Beat the defender for pace. Slots it past the goalkeeper there. Powerful strike. And that's put us about half an hour away from sealing Champions League football. The 4-4-2 strikes again. That could be a career mode, 4-4-2 FC. That actually could be a Create a Club career mode. We only use 4-4-2. Now we'd fucking win everything then, I'll tell you that. With the way this formation has worked for me in the past. Be too easy. It'd be too easy. Here's Goodrum. Over to Gallagher. Half an hour away now from getting into the Champions League. Come on, lads. Come on. Here's Will Holmes. Oh, Diao's in again. Diaw's in again. Fish and chip him. Ah, too much power. Too much power. Hit the roof of the net. I got a bit too cocky there. Bournemouth still have it. "25 minutes left." I didn't actually check how many points Bournemouth are on. But as I say, they are 16th, so I can imagine it's quite close down there at the bottom of the table. Bazunu will hold on to this. No need to rush. Let's just hold on to it. Let's take our time. We're winning. We don't need to rush things. Here's Boosh. I'd like to get a fourth goal though, just to calm things down a bit. Jarrett goes over to Tyler Goodrum. Here's Diaw. Oh, go on, lad. Go on, Diaw. Round the keeper. Not quite, but he still squeezes it in. 4-2. That is Champions League football surely sealed now, lads. Asana Diaw moves up front, gets a couple of goals. He's been such a great player in this career mode, and he's just put us on the brink of sealing Champions League qualification. The goalkeeper couldn't get anywhere near him. Again, couldn't quite get around him. It's a tight angle, but he still squeezed it in. And that will surely be that. And I think now I can make a couple of subs as well. I'm going to keep Diaw on, because I feel like I always take him off. I'll keep him on for now. Who else do I bring on? Let's give Costa a game. I feel like I haven't played him in a minute. Give Gallagher a rest. Rhino is a little bit tired. We'll bring on Duac. And that's all we'll do for now. But Bournemouth get this game kicked off. Bit of a kick in the teeth for them to lose this game. But it's a crown on our foreheads for us winning this game. That's how it feels, at least. His 19th league goal of the season as well, Diaw. In 32 appearances. That's a really good ball, though. Right at Bazunu. I tell you what, if he just put that slightly to his right, that was definitely 4-3. And we still would have been in a very close game. But here's Spence. Yeah, lads, I think we're about to seal it right here. Jed Spence. Oh, well done, Jed. Oh, I think Duac got in the way. And he couldn't finish it off there. We do get a corner. Go on, Boosh. Do it again, lad. He did win the header. But it goes out for a goal kick. Unlucky. Unlucky. Bournemouth were always the team I wanted to do a career mode with as well, and I still could. The vitality, as small as it is, it's quite a lovable little stadium. Imagine having Champions League football in the stadium. It'd be crazy. But here's Justin yeah, Justin Kluivert, isn't it? His name is Justin. Why do I keep doubting myself? Whatever his first name is, he's lost the ball there. Yeah, it is Justin. But what was I going to say? Yeah, Champions League football at the stadium would be incredible. We might have to do that one day. But Bournemouth are running out of time here. Oh, good tackle. I think that was by Costa. It's Will Holmes again. But if there was ever a man to completely wrap things up, to seal Champions League football, it would be Will Holmes. And that's what he's done here. 5-2. Oxford United will be playing in the European Cup next season. Will Holmes has been a big help in getting us there. He's 2 goals now away from beating the all-time Premier League goal-scoring record. He's put us 5-2 up here against Bournemouth. Game, set, match. Champions League, here we come. Absolutely phenomenal. We'll make our last few changes. We'll bring on Martin, put him up front. Keep Diaw out wide. Let's just change that. There we go. Who else do we bring on? Who do we fancy giving a game to? Let's bring on Bloom for Spence. Let's bring on Lucas for... Actually, I would probably give Diaw a rest. Why not? We'll keep him out wide. And Ball, why not? Let's give him... Oh no, we're out of subs. Never mind. Never mind. It's all good. It's all good, man. Call me Jimmy McGill because it's all good, man. If you understand that reference, then I think we need to be best friends. Just blow it up, ref. Blow it up. 35 goals for the season. Haaland, we're coming for that record, lad. We are coming for that record. Please blow it, ref. Here's Kluivert. They'll want to pull back a consolation goal. Bloom's done well there, though. Clear it. And that is that. Start booking your hotels, lads, because Oxford United will be travelling around Europe next season in the most elite European competition, the UEFA Champions League. Victory over Bournemouth has sealed it here. Look at what it means to the players. Look at what it means to the fans celebrating down in the away end there here at the Vitality. Will Holmes getting a couple of goals to seal European nights for us next season. Elite European nights. Get in there. Now let's seal our place in the Europa Conference League final to make this an absolutely fantastic episode. But just to confirm it in the table, there we are, lads. 73 points, up to fifth. You hear me? Up to third now as well. Just 2 points behind Manchester City with 75 points. Tottenham there in fifth, as you can see, on 65 points. They can't finish any higher than fifth now, actually, because Manchester United are on the same points as us. And obviously, that victory for us did seal Champions League football. We're in third place via goal difference, 4 goals away from scoring 100. It's absolutely incredible. But as long as we qualify for the Champions League, I was happy. Because as you know, I was very, very worried about qualifying for the competition at the start of the season. We had a lot of very inconsistent results. The draws really let us down more than anything. I think without those draws, we might have been in a more serious title race. But Chelsea look like they're about to seal that. Fair play to them. But we don't care because we are in the Champions League next season. Bournemouth, let's just have a look there. Oh, to be fair to Bournemouth, they're not really fighting for their Premier League lives. They are, 14 points clear of Everton, who are relegated now, I think. Yeah, they are. Everton, Sheffield and Luton are the 3 teams going down, so it didn't really matter if they won that game or not. So that makes me feel even better that we beat them, because at least it's kind of victory for... It's a victory for everybody. They're staying in the Premier League. We're going to the Champions League. Happy days. But yeah, let's get into that second leg against Nice. So you know what, let's play the highlights of it live. I haven't made too many changes. I did decide to put Bloom in at left back. I actually left the rest of the team the way it is, because I was like, do you know what, why not? Let's just play basically the full strength team. But I just fancy giving Bloom a game as well, as I say. So we're 5-0 up from the first leg. Let's just hope we stay injury free and suspension free. That's kind of the main goal really here. But obviously we still want to win on the night. Give the fans a night to remember here. Rhino loses the ball there. We get the next attack as well, already at the end of the first half. I hope there's not too many highlights. Honestly, I'd happily take 0-0 now, just to go through. Here's Diao. Gives it over to Bloom. Go on, Bloom. Go on, lad. Back to Gallagher. Have a go. Oh, I tell you what, it wasn't too far away. In the second half now, 20 minutes to go. A long cross here. Can Will Holmes score yet another beauty? A Van Persie-esque finish, maybe. Oh, it nearly was. It turned out to be a good save. Nice now get their first attack of the game. A counter-attack with 8 minutes to go. They're playing for pride now, more than anything. There I go, nearly losing my voice again. That's getting really concerning. Is Jovic. Nice still have it here now. Here's Boga. Over to Becca. Some great surnames here. There's been some brilliant surnames we've come across in this career mode. Can they get their first goal of the tie? No, they can't, but we get a counter-attack. Normally these don't amount to anything. This is normally where you get that stupid offside glitch when you're about to score. Oh, unlucky. They get another attack as well. That would have been the perfect time to end it. Would have been a nice time to end it. Do you get it? Because they're called Nice, and it's spelled the same way as nice, except it's in French. I'll see myself out. I'll see myself out to wherever the Conference League final is. Good save by Bazunu. Come on. Okay, you're going to give us a counter-attack. Why not? Be rude not to take it. Is Diao. Have a run, lad. Have a run. Watch now. We'll nearly score and it'll say offside. It's so stupid. Diao. Okay, maybe not. Keeper saves it. But that's it. It's 0-0 on the night, but it's 5-0 on aggregate. Oxford United will be playing in the Europa Conference League final. JJ won the League Cup with us last season, 40 years after we first won it back in 1986. And that qualified us for this competition, which we have now reached the final of. It'll be Champions League nights here next season. It's the final Conference League night here, but what a way to seal it in the in the Conference League final. Let's see who will be facing in that big occasion. It will be Borussia Mönchengladbach, who currently aren't fully safe from getting relegated in the Bundesliga. They defeated Atalanta on penalties 5-4 after drawing 3-all in aggregate. So that's quite an interesting opponent. So you'd have to say we are the favourites going into this game, but I will not be taking Mönchengladbach lightly. I know they've got some good players. They're one of the more established teams in Germany. May not have had a great season domestically, but neither did West Ham when they won this competition. So form goes out the window when you think about cup finals. FA Cup final as well last season proved that. So I will not be taking this team lightly, but I'm very much looking forward to that game in the final. You know what, lads, let's just fly through the rest of the Premier League season. We've got Newcastle United here, didn't mean to back out of that, who were a top 4 rival. They're now currently in 7th. You know what, we'll play the highlights of this, because why not? Will we make a few changes? I think we will. Or will we? No, we won't. We'll actually leave it the way it is. I will just change the jersey though, just to make sure there is no kick clash at all. So it's black and white versus red and black. Cloyne versus Middleton would be what I would say here in my local area, but here it's Newcastle versus Oxford United. Let's play the highlights. Can we get Will Holmes to beat the Premier League goal scoring record? He needs 2 more goals to do it, but at least if he doesn't do it this time round, we have another season to do it. But it would be nice to do it here, wouldn't it? But here we are at St James's Park, one of the nicest stadiums in the Premier League. And we get the first attack here, and it will be Will Holmes getting on the end of it. It's one of those long crosses. He has to head it down to Jeff Jarrett, who, I tell you what, did well to get the shot off there. Cruz with the save. We get the next attack as well, which is a counter-attack, which Conor Gallagher will begin here. Gives it over to Tyler Goodrum. Here's Will Holmes. Over to Diao now on this left-hand side. He's obviously looking for goal number 20 as well in the Premier League. Does well to hold on to that there. Gives it away. He would have got it back as well though, ref. Come on. I say ref like he stopped it. It's the game that stopped it. EA, come on. We're already in the second half. 9 minutes in to be exact. Rhino's going to whip that in. Boosh! Oh, nearly. He nearly got another one. But it's Newcastle who get the counter-attack up next. Here's Lamar. Gets it away from Eric. Isak to Turner Cook. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, that's a very good ball. Oh, Newcastle take the lead. It's 1-0. Well, I know we've already qualified for the Champions League, but I don't want to lose. Oh, and they're in here again. 10 minutes left. Yeah, I think we might be facing defeat here. Of course it's his first bloody goal of the season. Of course it is. It always is. Ball does well there. They'll give us the counter-attack, but again, this is normally where that stupid glitch happens, so I'm not going to get too excited. But there's Diao on the run. Come on, lad. Go on. You're in. Diao. 1-1. Brilliant finish. For once, that offside glitch didn't come back to haunt us. Diao gets the equaliser. And it's not over yet. It's going to be Newcastle who get one more chance with 3 minutes left. It's a long cross for them. Oh, it's Tressar again. Oh, I tell you what, it was nearly a good finish. It was nearly the winner, but we share the points here at St James's Park. 1-1. Let's get on into the next game. Chelsea, who I think had already sealed the league title, drew at West Ham. Bournemouth beat Leeds in other results. It's Sheffield up next. We'll get through those emails. Jarrett not happy that he came off. Relax, lad. Relax. It's all good. This is actually our last game of the season. For some reason I thought we had 2 more games. Right, well, you know what? Do you know what? Let's play this game in full. Why not? We'll make a few changes. You know what? James Beadle, we'll give him a Premier League appearance for shits and giggles. Duac will put there. I'll keep Diao on the team just because he needs a bit of sharpness. Holmes is going to start because I want him to beat that record. We'll give Lucas a start instead of Rhino. Costa can come in for Gallagher. O'Brien can come in for Bush. Ball for Eric. Bloom for Spence. Is there anybody here that I can put? You know, Dragovic, we're probably going to sell him in the summer, so we'll put him on the bench. Matsuda, I will actually start instead of Flynn, but I'll put Flynn on the bench instead of Bush. And is there anybody else here? Brannigan, why not? Put him on the bench. We'll probably bring him on at some stage. But here we go. Let's play the full game against Sheffield. Don't really like that away kit that they're wearing. Feel like that's actually more of a clash. Oh, well. They all kind of clash, really, don't they? Do you know what? We're going to wear the red and black jersey at home. Why not? Let's change it up. Because why not? But here we go, our last game before the Conference League final. We'll check then afterwards who we got in the Conference League final. I just remembered I forgot to check that, but who cares? We'll check that afterwards. We'll see it immediately after this game, but it's Sheffield United. As you can see there, Will Holmes. He's looking to break the record in this game. But Sheffield are on the attack here. Here's Matsuda, does well there. Here's James Beadle, first game in the Premier League for him. I just thought it would be a nice moment to play him in the Prem. We had him in Season 1 in League 1, and here he is now in the Premier League. Will Holmes to level the record. Oh, wouldn't you just know it? Inside 5 minutes, Will Holmes levels the Premier League goal scoring record. His 36th league goal of the season. Sorry, yeah, his 36th league goal of the season. He is one away from beating it. The Yellows wearing red and black here. And we want to make sure Sheffield feel black and blue after this game. We're going to give them a beating. And Will Holmes starts it with a brilliant goal. 1-0. Let's be having ya. Let's be having ya. I do need to make sure nobody gets injured though. That's the one thing I will say. If we did pick up any injuries, I'd be quite annoyed. But just to confirm it there, he's now level with Erling Haaland in the Premier League record books. His 36th goal. And I know some people are going to say, but he played more games. I don't care. I don't care. That's because he's got a good fitness record, Will Holmes. He's played every league game this season. And what a player he's been in those games. Here he is again. His ball. Have a go, lad. Why not? Ball. I'm probably going to end up selling him in the summer, to be honest. It's a shame. I thought he would have had a better run of it, ball. But I'd love for Will Holmes to be able to score here in this... Score again here in this half, so we can take him off then at half time. And is he going to do it here? Oh, he nearly did. Oh, referee, it's a penalty. Come on. I'd nearly take him off straight away. Even if we scored now in like the 18th minute. Break the record, then come off. Why not? Here's Hamer. Kanate. Here's Alvarez. Oh, well done, ball. Possibly, as I say, his last appearance for Oxford United. Let's hope he has a good one. Will Holmes is in. Will Holmes is in. This is it, lads. Will Holmes, surely, has set a new record for the most amount of Premier League goals scored in a single season. 37 goals in 38 appearances. He is special. He was a free agent we signed in Season 2 when we were in the Championship, when I signed far too many strikers. I thought he'd be a decent backup maybe for a season or two, and then we might move him on. Little did I know what he was going to go on to achieve, and there's still so much more to achieve as well for Will Holmes. He has his second goal of the game. He has the Premier League record. We have a 2-0 lead. And lads, this season has been absolutely fantastic. Sealing Champions League football. We have a European final to come. As long as we win that, I would consider this a success. But listen, top 4 is a success as well. But you don't get a trophy for it. That's one thing people need to keep in mind. I'd be disappointed if we didn't end the season with a trophy as Beadle makes his first Premier League save. There's just something wholesome about playing him in this game, Beadle. Obviously, you don't really need to rotate goalkeepers as much. Oh, but he's conceded one here, Beadle. Well, he won't be keeping a clean sheet in the Premier League, unfortunately. It's 2-1. But oh well, at least it's in a bit of a nothing game. This is more just about giving people appearances more than anything. Is Costa. Over to Lucas. Into Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett's had a really good end to this season as well, in fairness to him. There's Duac. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky, lad. Unlucky. They've got Cech in goal as well. Not the Petr Cech, but still. Let's just pretend it's a relation of his. It's the next Peter and Kasper Schmeichel. Which is funny, because Petr is a Czechia way of saying Peter, so it would make even more sense. But Sheffield United are on the attack here now again. Not a good ball in though. Here's Diao, who I'll probably take off at half-time as well. 5 minutes now to go before half-time. They whip in the ball, and it thankfully goes wide. I'm looking forward to getting into the transfer window as well, though, lads. You know, as good as this team is, I do know the areas I want to improve in, and I'm very excited about improving those areas. Oh, Will Holmes! I tried to be unselfish. I thought it was going to reach Jarrett in the box, but unfortunately it didn't. But that will be half-time. 2-1 up. Will Holmes breaks the record, which gave us the lead here. Sheffield did pull one back. Other than that, they didn't really have an awful lot to do in that half. And you know what? I will make the changes now. Martin can come on for Holmes. Dragovic can come on for Diao. And you know what? Brannigan can come on for Jarrett. Why not? I did actually give Brannigan a new contract as well. I want to keep him in this squad forever. What a player he's been. I was tempted to do the same for Elliot Moore that time, but we got a good offer for him. And in fairness to Brannigan, those corners that he whips in are still brilliant. So if we ever do need a game where we need to whip in as many balls as possible, especially from corners, then he would be the man to do so. He'll get the last 45 minutes of the season here as well. Is Duac now? What can he do? Oh, it was nearly a good ball back for Costa. But Sheffield break away with it. Is Kanate. Slimani. Luva. Oh, that's a good ball for Alvarez. Well, it's their last Premier League game for a while, Sheffield. Pretty sure they got relegated, didn't they? Yeah, they were 19th in the table, so they did. So they'll want to go out on a high. And listen, they've not given a terrible account of themselves in this game. They pulled one back. I wouldn't say we've battered them. We've definitely been the better team, but it hasn't been a battering. Ball gives that away. That's not good. Oh, and they've done me here. Alvarez. Kanate! Oh, I think it's a penalty. It is a penalty. It was Ball, I think, gave it away. Yeah, late tackle. Well, Sheffield have a chance to equalise now. It's Alvarez. And it is 2-2. Incredible. It's not Julian Alvarez, but I tell you what, it was just as good a finish as he would have. And would you believe it, it's 2-2. I would get angry, but as I say, it's not really anything to play for in this game. I just wanted to break the record, really, with Will Holmes. But I don't want to lose either. I don't want to lose. I tell you what, Sheffield really are growing into this game now, aren't they? Is Kanate. Oh, they're on the attack again. I'll tell you what, if we're not careful here, it could be 3-2. Oh my god, it nearly was. Right, I really don't want to lose this game. So Matsuda, you're going to come off for Flynn. And I'm going to bring on Rhino for Duac as well. So our last two changes, 25 minutes to go. Matsuda, he's someone I might have to let go of as well. It's annoying because it says he has potential to be special. But we just got him so late in the series that it didn't really have an awful lot of chances to play. Is Slimani. Oh, I nearly gave away another penalty there. Oh my god. Oh, I thought Flynn was down injured. Oh, my heart. Well, if Flynn was injured, I'd have been so annoyed. I only brought him on to make sure we didn't go behind. And then he nearly gave away a penalty, and he nearly got injured. So that would have been a double whammy there. A triple whammy, actually, with the penalty. Being if the penalty was to be converted. Oh, Rhino, you've done really well there. That's a free kick, ref. It's a free kick here. 20 minutes to go. Let's put Martin on it. Let's have a look, actually. Free kick accuracy. Yeah, Rhino's the best at free kicks. Go on, we'll have a go. We've got nothing to lose. Why not? Rhino, can he score a free kick? That was one of the worst shots we've ever taken in this game. Absolutely horrendous. Is it just me, or is the goalkeeper kit identical to their away kit? They're basically wearing the same jersey. That shouldn't be allowed. I always say it, I don't understand how you only have one goalkeeper kit per team, when in real life, goalkeepers have 2 or 3 jerseys. I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, here comes Sheffield again. Well, they've definitely been the better team in this second half. So at least they've got that going for them as they go back down to the Championship. Bit of a yo-yo team, Sheffield United. I tell you what, it's kind of getting annoying though. Oh my god, they're going to go 3-2 up here, I'd say. Yes, they are. Well, Sheffield have come from 3-2 down for 3-3. And you know what that means? 4-4-2, because I'm not in a charitable mood. If this was keeping them up, it probably would be, but it ain't. So Rhino's going up front with Martin. Lucas is going over there. And yeah, let's see if we can salvage a draw here against relegation side Sheffield United, who have come from 2-0 down to go 3-2 up. What is happening? And oh, would you just fucking know it's his first goal of the season? He's only played 7 games as well. Lucas loses it. Yeah, lads, I think we're going to lose this game. Again, I know it's not really a big deal, but still. Carlos Martin. Okay, it's 3-3. You know what? I'll give it to Sheffield. I completely underestimated them. It's a nothing game for both of us, I know. But I just don't like losing. I don't like losing, lads. And with the Conference League final coming up, I want to have some good momentum. I know most of these players won't play. Some of them will, though. Some of them will definitely be on the bench. And we've had 1 or 2 players as well who started this game who'll obviously be starting that final. But that just goes to show how much of a cheat 4-4-2 is. You just feel invincible with it. That's why I couldn't do a full career mode with it, because we just win everything. And that would just be boring. Okay, it looks like it's going to be a draw. Well, listen, fair play to Sheffield. They didn't lie down. They went 2-0 down. They ended up going 3-2 up. We had to get a late equaliser. Jesus Christ, we're celebrating like we've won the bloody league. That's interesting. But it was a 3-3 draw. And that ends the Premier League season here, where we've sealed Champions League qualification. So let's have one final look at the Premier League table. We'll have a look at some of the stats as well. And then we'll prepare for the Conference League final. What am I saying? I knew it was against Mönchengladbach. I said that I didn't check. Oh my god, lads, my head's all over the place. Sorry about that. Fucking hell. I'm all over the place. I'm kind of bulk recording here, so I'm kind of losing my train of thought along the way. But anyways, let's confirm the final Premier League table, which was us finishing in 4th. 13 points clear of Tottenham Hotspurs, just 2 points behind Manchester United. Chelsea did win the league, fair play to them, 85 points. The relegated teams, as we said earlier, are Everton, Sheffield United and Luton Town. So commiserations to those teams. Fulham and Forest staying up there in 17th and 16th. Leeds as well. Palace with the mid-table season. Liverpool finishing 8th as well there. The FA Cup final will be between Arsenal and Newcastle. So if I have a look at the Premier League table here, Newcastle, yeah, if they win that game, they'll get Europa League. Arsenal have at least Conference League. Who won the League Cup again? Oh, it was Manchester United. United won the League Cup. You love to see it. So yeah, it will be 6th and 7th battling it out for that last Europa League slot. The Champions League final is between Arsenal and AC Milan, so Arsenal could still qualify for the Champions League. And the Europa League final is Fiorentina and Juventus. So interesting game there, an all-Italian affair. Will Holmes, 53 goals and 51 appearances, still with 1 game to go. Diao there at 24 and 45. Goodrum still 1 away from 20 goals for the season, and what better time to get that goal than in a Europa Conference League final. Rhino ended up scoring 9. You have to remember he missed a lot of the season through injury. Martin with 9 as well, the majority of them coming in the Conference League. Jarrett with 8, Bush with 5, Gallagher with 4. And then it gets a bit spread out from there. So lads, that will do it for this episode of the Oxford United Road to Glory career mode. The next episode will be the final episode of the season. It'll be the Conference League final against Mönchengladbach. Very much looking forward to it. Hope you are too. And I'll see you then. God bless.